Hello, welcome to Brewers Bullets for ORM456 heading into week 2. The 3 things we need to be paying attention to, what we did last week, what's coming up this week, and then a look ahead to the rest of the course. So let's get right to it. Bullet number 1, last week we had a solid start to our project proposals with the discussion boards. Thank you very much to those of you who updated those with organizational background and 3 specific issues and kind of working through some of those. Sorry for any confusion. I tried to simplify the assignment so that you didn't duplicate your effort in 2 different places and so that the discussion and the discussion board would be more helpful. Having some organizational context can probably help us to engage with each other a little bit better. Types of questions we want to ask, other areas that we might need to explore or think about in doing our project proposals. So thanks very much. We're off to a solid start, which leads us into bullet number 2, week 2. So this week what we're going to be working on is looking at the rough draft of our project proposal. So today or tomorrow I will finish going through all of your blog posts with the 3 options that you're laying out, and I'll provide feedback, recommendations, and I assume approval to each of you to proceed with one of the 3 issues that you've identified. So this week then, what you'll get to do is start drafting a proposal. This is very important because you don't want to immediately run through all your project and then find out that you're not supposed to be working on that they don't think now is the right time, they don't think you're the right person to work on this, right? Again, the context here is you're not doing a class assignment. You are doing a class assignment, but the context is this is something you're doing as an internal consultant to a business or an organization that you already know very well. You've identified an issue, you want to put together a proposal and say, hey, I've noticed there's an issue that hurts our bottom line, that hurts our employee morale, that hurts something we can do better, or something we can fix. Then you do some initial research to lay it out before them and just say, I think we could address this if I could talk to these certain people, if I could do this kind of research. Do I have your permission to proceed with doing this kind of a project? That's what you're going to be working on this week, looking at based on my feedback, choosing one of the 3 items, one of the 3 issues, and then putting together a proposal based on Locker and Kinsler, as it references specifically in the syllabus and online. Use the model that they have, the example that they have of some very specific things. This isn't going to cover lots of stuff. This is going to cover just a few specific things that you're putting into a proposal request. You're asking for permission to proceed with it. Do not proceed with doing the research or writing up the full proposal until you've turned in this request and gotten approval from me. I say that because in previous classes, sometimes students do that. And then when they see my feedback, they have to start over or they have to do significant additional work. Please, this week, write up the proposal draft, proposal request draft. I will provide you feedback on that. And then next week, you'll finalize the proposal, and then we'll move on from there. And that leads to the 3rd bullet point, which is sort of the broader look at this class. So really this class sort of breaks down into 3 mini classes. So these first 3 weeks are all about identifying an issue, putting a proposal together, and getting approval on it. So that's all the prep work. Weeks 4 and 5 focus on gathering the data. So your online research, your interviews, your surveys, whatever all you need to do to gather all the data you need based on the issue you've identified. Weeks 6 and 7 are putting it all together, writing it up, practicing a presentation, getting the technology stuff all worked out, and then doing the full presentation. This is the issue I've identified. Here's the research I did and the findings. Here are the recommendations. Here are the solutions that I propose that we proceed with. That should be sufficient to submit for your grade in the class. It also should be good enough that you can hand it to your boss or whoever it is at your workplace or in your organization that needs to consider this for the improvement at the business. All right? So that's what we're looking at. That's the purpose of this class. Please do not think of this class as, I just need to do my homework. Think of this as an opportunity to put into practice all these things you've been learning in organizational management so that you can identify an issue, you can find out, hey, I've got some ideas and I'd like to pursue this and figure out how we might do this better. Once you get the permission, then you proceed with interviews and other research. You write it up, you present it, you make your recommendations. That's the way to look at this class. It can really help you career-wise, not just to get a good grade, not just to get a paper for a degree, but it can really be very practical for you. Any questions? Email me or text me 503-422-1736, and we can set up a time to talk on the phone if we need to. I will do my best to have your feedback to you today or tomorrow so that you can proceed with your proposal request draft. Thanks so much. We'll see you online.